I think that he was not truly seeking first to understand at all, which is fundamentally important as a psychiatrist, is to very much listen and try to understand, which was not so much part of the equation. It was very much him presenting his own view and wanting me to to fit that profile, to put it that way. I think for people that are smart, but I don't know how many people were smart that watched the talk, you realize that, you know, on a certain level, he wants to just help people to the extent where he's comfortable, and he doesn't take it all the way. And that's basically the bottom line. And he realized that was where it was going, and started talking about other things that are very relevant, but I didn't want to go too much against it because I wanted to keep it very positive. Yeah. What I also think, and this is really, you know, like something that I really like, one of the stuff that, yeah, one of the things that I really picked on the most was that you guys should get yourself some purpose on that link. That's really like, you know, that's really how you can get. I don't think I came across like having ego or anything. But then again, if people think I have ego or whatever, it's different. I think I came across really nice and chill. It's fine though, I don't mind. I have no part of me that's trying to convince him in any shape or form. If you guys want more talks with him, you should tell him, huh? Because he had a lot of views. He had more than 8K views. Normally? Yeah. Well, 2 to 3K, like, yeah. So I think that will maybe be a strong motivator. Yeah. Yeah, I was really chill in that conversation. Will you reflect on that, or did you just say it to be nice? I will reflect on the conversation, yes, but more in like the way I will reflect on the conversation more to what relies to the stuff he said that was not accurate, because he made a lot of assumptions that were not accurate. I will reflect on how to come across better, because communicating requires a specific configuration in the way he speaks. Yeah, analogies and stuff, can't use them. but you won't reflect on that he might be right. But the thing is, though, if he uses the example of my father passing away and my family processing emotions and these kind of things, it's not accurate. When you think about it for 5 seconds, it doesn't make any sense. But I'm just very polite, because any strong objection to what he says is used as an argumentation to prove what he says is true. And he was doing that even with the projection one, where I even pinpointed that it was relative to his example with his teacher, where he had the three qualifications. I don't know if you guys remember that. I pinpointed these things very clearly. But the problem is, a lot of people uh, a lot of people do not have the ability to follow the conversation. And I think he was also surprised. It's really like he was trying to bounce it back, but it didn't work, because I record the entire conversation in my head. People don't assume that. Yeah, but it's fine though. I liked how you pinpointed it, but the chat didn't get it. Yeah, should have wrecked him. I actually think, honestly, for anybody, for a true aware observer, like, I would have gotten a lot of this conversation and understood that he's a lot less consistent and honest with himself than I am. That's what I would get out of the conversation, like crazy. I would realize, yeah, this guy walks the right path much more in an honest manner than he does. Incomparable. And that's literally, at the end of the day, these are the people that end up being mostly, yeah, these are the people that end up being mostly interested in following up and listening to what I have to say. Um, and yeah, basically, gets people to be more proactive. It's crazy though that he didn't feel comfortable having another call with me. That's really fascinating. No, he said yes and no. No, I said, when it comes down to working together, maybe, but when it comes down to having a conversation and having these types of conversations, I'm open to that. No, it wasn't. It was, he used an answer that I gave in general, but specifically to the conversation, I says I don't mind doing it, but he used that answer to keep it vague without saying no. Yeah, is he leaning to yes? I didn't watch the stream afterwards because he hung up, right? Yeah, I think he hung up. I see. I see. I see. I think my approach was really good, though. I could have been a lot more confrontational. Um, yeah, yeah. But I didn't want to do that. He was trying to understand you. How would confrontation have helped? No, no, no. He wasn't trying to really understand me. That's not true. Projecting again. No, it's not projection. It's fascinating. He was trying to fit me in his worldview, and truly understanding is what I was trying to do, but it didn't work. You do the same, lol? No, I was really asking questions, but when he saw where it was going, he pushed away the conversation. Man, it's fascinating. It was so obvious, but some people saw it. Yeah, some people saw it. He felt very uncomfortable because he knew what I was saying. Also with the sandwich, he immediately knew what I was saying. Immediately. He was like, okay, okay, I'm not going there. Because, yeah, like, you know, were you uncomfortable at any point? No, because I have nothing to hide. I'm just being honest. But yeah, it was interesting. I liked it. So who would you give the sandwich to? Kojio. If I'm in a scenario where I need I need to share my food, I would do it in the most effective manner that helps people in the biggest need, rather than just going about it the way I feel and the one I is right in front of me. And that's the difference. I mean, that's why I don't play video games. He's trying to cater to video gamers because it's his spiel, it's his brand. But deep inside, truly helping is just a tool for his comfort. And that's what it boils down to. You should have said that everyone has an ego, but yours is always deactivated. Vince, the problem with that remark is that it would lead to a rabbit hole, because um, because it would start becoming a question about semantics, because he would start talking maybe about his understanding of neuroscience, and deactivating ego doesn't make sense or whatever. I got to be very careful. Like, a lot of people don't realize, but a conversation like this is actually with someone that, you know, has a degree and such. It is, you really go in with yeah, you're basically behind in terms of credibility and everything. Why didn't you use that exposure to promote your game? I couldn't. If I would in any shape have promoted the game or asking people to come over, what I would have achieved is people saying like, haha, there is his agenda. While people that are interested will just tune in tomorrow on the stream and check out my stream anyway, or look into it a bit themselves. I was thinking about it. It would have been forced, definitely, since he had to go. The best that can come out of it is some people coming check out the stream and maybe another conversation. But I don't know if he would want to do that. I don't know if he would want to, because what I say is too confrontational. But why assume people have always an agenda against you? People don't have an agenda against me. People just have an agenda. But yeah. I think I did a good job. Get yourself some sweet ass purpose. Gonna milk some good people tomorrow. By the way, I think now that the stream is over, we all know you're a narcissist and have the ego of having no ego. That must be 100% true because Dr. K said it. It's not like he's just trying to make money by disguising it behind that HealthyGamersGG and making bank on that, right? He's also been a monk, so how can he be wrong? He's truly achieved enlightenment. Ishiki, honestly, I appreciate this type of comment because it does reflect a lot of the simple-minded people. It's a troll comment with truth in it, though. People just go like, ah, he's a doctor, so he must be right, even though what he says doesn't make any sense. And it's very hard for me to even mention that. But yeah. He also, I watched his stream, he watches way too much the chat. He cares what people say in the chat and he guides his conversation based on what the chat types. And that on itself is really shows a lot of his intent. It's like it's not true. It's based on the responses rather than on the message. Oh no, he does that all the time. All the time. Because you see it. Constantly. I think even I honestly think even the narcissist part was picked up from the chat, as crazy as it may sound, because I don't come across like a narcissist at all in the conversation. In that conversation, I came across very humble. Nah. Is it true? Do you guys think I came across like a narcissist in the conversation? Athene, people call you that for years. Where do you come from? From my act? But if I'm just nice and chill. I also, do you guys felt like I had an ego? Just out of curiosity, did I come across like I had an ego and I was triggered during the conversation? He gave you an example of why what you're doing now is just intellectual masturbation with your community. No, I want to understand how I came across. That's interesting. Why do you have the need to explain yourself after debate? No, I don't. I just want to get some information. Get the information elsewhere, not your community, is what I'm trying to say. But if my community even thinks it, then people in the chat is even like, I have to amplify it by 100. You get me? Interesting, interesting. I don't mind having another call. I think you're not always honest to yourself. Like you said, you don't care how you come across, and now you ask here how you come across. What? There is a very different context. Huh? If I'm trying to have a very chill vibe and come across in a way that serves a purpose, then it's important that my actions align with reality. And if I think I don't come across ego or triggered or whatever, but people do think I did come across, then I have to reevaluate how I come across when I think I'm not coming across like that. Either way, get yourself some sweet ass purpose. I'm gonna call it a day, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Here, if you want to come over, apply here and here if you're gonna try to download the game. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
You see, I deliver. So if you donate, I just deliver. Always deliver. You see, I deliver. I just deliver. Always deliver. Guys, please donate or I get food. Guys, please donate, otherwise I don't get food. Always. You see, I deliver. I just deliver. Someone donated $5, so I have to say this. Always. Ricardo is my master and I'm his bitch.
Man, you're so cheap, man.
Just sell out. Easy. You see, I deliver. I just deliver. Always deliver. Always. You see, I deliver. I just deliver. Always deliver. Always. You see, I deliver. I just deliver. Always deliver. Always. You see, how I deliver. I just deliver. Just deliver, always deliver, always. You see, I deliver, I just deliver, always deliver, always. You see, I deliver, I just deliver, always deliver, always. You see, I deliver, I just deliver, always deliver.